Oh, hello. Welcome to the 2018 message from your commissioner with me, your commissioner, and three-time champion Andrew Smead. Thank you for inviting me inside your phone, computer, tablet, Apple Watch, or whatever technology you might be watching this on in the future. This message is for the Rosemount Alumni Fantasy Football League, the now International Fantasy Football League, with Cy making his way over to India this month. So I just have a few announcements that I want to run by you guys, and I figured rather than just sending you a long text with all the details, I'd make this video a little more fun, a little more entertaining for both of us. So here we go. The database I sent out last week, I hope everyone's had a chance to look at that, see where they are in the rankings and the standings, and provide some extra motivation going forward to try and get on top of those all-time season rankings and all-time standings. So if you did happen to find an error in that database, please feel free to keep that to yourself. I couldn't care less. But it is a living document that I'll be updating each season. So every off season I plan on giving that an update. So you can expect the update to come through about this same time each year moving forward. All right, some of the rule changes that we voted on a couple weeks back. The biggest one being we're moving to a half-point PPR. That'll be a big change right there. The trade review period is now moved from 2 days to 1 day. That's another change. The vetoes, those will be staying at 5 vetoes to cancel a trade, which is the majority of the people who are not. Not sure what happened there. Might have been hacked or something. I couldn't stop that once it started. Anyways, like I was saying, it is now at 5 vetoes to cancel a trade. Field goal scoring is going to stay the same. So 3 points for anything less than 39 yards, 4 points for a field goal made between 40 and 49 yards, and then 5 points for anything 50 and above. And the roster for drafting will require at least one player from every position. So that's how it's been, but we're going to keep it that way. The punishment, this one was split on votes, so we will have to have some further discussion on the draft day weekend, which, speaking of the draft day weekend, is 3 weeks from today, from this last Friday actually. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about that. Not sure about check-in time or check-out time yet. I'll be reaching out to the people who own the place or whatever sometime next week and seeing how early we can get in there. I am taking Friday off of work, so I plan on getting down there as soon as possible. In terms of the schedule for the weekend, I have a few bigger items that on the itinerary that I think we can put in there, but I want it to be a relaxed weekend so we can move all this stuff around. But I was thinking everyone arrives throughout the day on Friday. You can do whatever during the day with who's ever there, but Friday night, thinking poker night. Saturday during the day, a football game, and then Saturday night will be the draft itself. In terms of food, we're going to try and just make a large meal for everybody, and obviously there's some food allergies out there, so we'll have to work around that, but just planning on doing a big meal for everyone and then putting the cost of the food in with the total. But for beverages, everyone will be on their own, so you can bring whatever you want for beverages. Sleeping arrangements, I don't think they have too many beds, so if you have a sleeping bag or an air mattress that you would like to bring, probably think about doing that. Probably just do first come, first serve for the beds for whoever gets there earliest on Friday. Another item for Saturday during the day will be determining draft order to see who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? There it went again. All right, well, I think I have a theory. I think it's whenever I say the word who.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Okay, yep, that was it. So I guess I'll just have to be a little careful with my word choice going forward here. I have a few more announcements about the draft itself and then a surprise, but we will first take a short commercial break. So see you on the other side.
Energy Night, go! Turning off appliances when not in use can save 300 pounds of CO2 per year and $14 a year per appliance not in use. So turn them off.
It's a Tide ad.
All right, thank you to our sponsor Tide this week. Tide, if it's clean, it's Tide. So the draft itself this year is going to be offline, which I know some people like, some people don't, because it doesn't have all the stats and everything right there in front of you. And just a reminder, we're not sure how good the Wi-Fi is, so I would suggest printing off everything before, which I know is more work. But just to remind you what we are playing for this year, I'm going to go through those rewards quickly. So number one, probably my favorite over the years is the bragging rights over your friends. That is far and away the best reward.
Not good enough.
Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more tangible, we have reward number 2, the trophy. Now, I'm sorry, it's so hard for me to talk about it. It's just when you spend 3 years with someone and then all of a sudden they're gone, you just don't know who you are.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Kind of interrupted my moment there, but that's okay. As I was saying, reward number 2 is our trophy. We have a brand new side of the base for you to get your name on there. So that is reward number 2.
Not good enough.
Now you might be thinking, bragging rights and a trophy are great, but you can't really do anything with that. A trophy just sits there. That brings us to our final reward, reward number 3, the cash payout for the winner. Now we will have to determine how the money is going to be allocated this year, what the buy-in is going to be. We'll do that at the draft. But guaranteed the winner will receive some amount of money greater than what they paid to play this year.
Not good enough.
Not good enough? What do you... That's what we've always done. We bragging rights, trophy, and the money.
Not good enough.
All right, well, I guess you are in luck this year because reward number 4 for this year's champion is... David, can I get a drum roll? A signed Adam Thielen jersey, authenticated by Total Sports. Adam Thielen, that's his actual signature on a Adam Thielen jersey. The winner will receive this. I don't know why I'm doing this and why I don't just keep this for myself. But that is the surprise this week. The winner will receive that jersey. Now, if for some bizarre reason you aren't a fan of Adam Thielen and you win this year, I will find you an item of equal value. With this extra reward this year, I expect lots of active participation. Now, a quick stat about active participation. The team that won the last 4 years has averaged 40 acquisitions a year and 3.8 trades a year, while the loser averages only 23.5 acquisitions and 2 trades a year. So you can see right there, making trades, watching the waiver wire, staying up to date with player news is key into helping you get that championship with the bragging rights, with the trophy, with the money, and now with the Adam Thielen jersey. So the draft is in 3 weeks from this weekend. That gives you roughly 20 days to start doing your research, looking at player news, watching preseason games, listening to podcasts, watching the ESPN Fantasy Football Marathon, which I believe is next weekend. So that gives you plenty of time to prepare, to be ready for this draft, to start your season off on the best note possible. So just as a quick reminder, here are some pictures of the cabin that we will be staying at this weekend. It is located in Hager City, Wisconsin.
Enough, Reggie.
I challenge you to a dance-off. Hands off, no trash talk, no backwalk. On the blacktop, just me, you, that's all. No catcalls, no tag teams, no mascots. Right now, dance-off. Get down the floor! Get down the floor! Go! Get down the floor! Do it! Come on and get down the floor! Go!
I grab my ankle and pull it up and do that thing where I move my butt. I got the motherfucker, don't use it up. I say, there it is, then loosen my tux and then I shimmy, 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 shimmy to the left. Shimmy, 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 shimmy to the right. Gimme, gimme, gimme everything that you got. Dance off, motherfucker, do the damn thing right. She got loose elbows and a big old neck. I like a big bone girl who can work up a sweat. I rock shell toes and a turtleneck. She just wanna talk, I said I ain't Ted.
I challenge you to a dance-off. Hands off, no trash talk, no backwalk. On the blacktop, just me, you, that's all. No catcalls, no tag teams, no mascots. Right now, dance off. Get down the floor. Get down the floor. Oh, get down the floor. Do it. Come on and get down the floor. Rewind.
Ooh, Lord, I can't sit down. Better hold my phone. I'm going for the crown. Good guy, I'm confident. This is my town. Better hold my feet. Don't fail me now. Good guy.
I challenge you to a dance-off.
Another one. Another one. Another one.